it's just like how long's a piece of string. I mean, it's really down to thermal gradient at the end of the day, primarily. The hotter the temperature, the better the economics and the less cost involved. Drilling will always play significantly in the cost of development, and if you don't have to drill, that will reduce costs. So we're currently looking at the low hanging fruit, the ability to convert what exists, i.e. wells that are there, because it is the low hanging fruit. It's quick to market because you already have permitry, regulatory issues solved with drilling permits, etc., already applied to site, so you don't have to get that type of thing resolved. Generally, it's normally a change of use at the worst case, and that helps to facilitate the process. But we also have a very sophisticated modeling software which enables us to do these types of calculations, and I think sort of benchmark working from a 3 to 8 million type range of cost per megawatt is probably, I would say, a global conservative range, with an average possibly being around a 5. But yes, we can get as low as 3, and yes, we can get even lower than that in some instances. And we've done some models where cost of development is as low as even under $1 million if you've got the right thermal technology, the thermal gradient. So it really is down to it's not so much cost per megawatt, it's down to who you're supplying the energy to, what the offtake is, and how much of it you can supply for over how long a period. Because everyone seems to talk about LCOE, and really that's just one parameter of the cost. And also in geothermal, it's not I don't really see it a fair cost today. We're not comparing apples for apples and pears for pears. Everyone's looking at how much solar cost against how much geothermal cost or wind cost, and it's not a like for like comparison, because at the end of the day, geothermal is a 24/7 baseload energy. It can be used for both heat and cooling as opposed to just and electricity. It can also be used for other things, industrial processes and all sorts of other things. So when you do a cascade approach to geothermal and you break it down into the various applications, the really true cost is actually significantly lower than wind and solar, and it's really a long-term. It's a long-term benefit, and it's got it does things that wind and solar can't. I mean, there's projects in the Caribbean we're looking at, in island states around the world, where you just couldn't put wind turbines and solar panels because of things like hurricanes, tornadoes, and stuff like that. They haven't got the facilities and the ability to scale the countryside with things like wind and solar. So geothermal underground is a really good solution when you've got environments where you have Tornado Alley, for example, in the US, and these sort of locations. It's very hard to have locations which can't produce energy when the wind's blowing too hard, and these are other things to